If you're new to our channel, we spend our weekends at our off-grid cabin digging a tunnel into the hillside through solid rock. That might sound crazy, but the craziest part is, we're doing it just for fun. Hope you enjoy. So another nice crisp morning, no black flies to be seen. I think it's like minus 18 this morning. It's starting to warm up a little bit now the sun's up. But I've got everything down at the tunnel that we need. Generator's already down there running. First order operation is try to get up the next section of ceiling and supports. So we better get to it. Got the tunnel all cleaned out. So I've got to start by squaring up these top corners right here so the plywood will fit up nice and flat. Kind of up in there. And up in there. So I don't know why, but putting these ceilings up is my least favorite part of this whole process. So I've got the top all widened out. I can get the piece of plywood up there. I'm calling it plywood, and it is plywood I guess, but technically it's concrete forms. They're a highly specialized 1.25 inch thick plywood. They'll last a long time. But now I'm notching out a little bit of a notch in the wall for the post to sit in. So now I just got to flatten out a spot in the bottom for it to sit on. And then clean up this side and do the same. So I'm getting quite warm here. I did not need the third Christmas dinner. Oh, I'm paying for it now. Anyways, back at it. Okay, I forgot how heavy this thing was. There it is. There we go. Oh, man. Pretty nice flat platform there for the timber to sit on. I'll go right up to this notch here in the rock. Right up to the ceiling. Hold the panel up. So I just got to do the same down on this side. Clean out this stuff. Get it installed. So the posts are up, jammed in tight. Nice pressure treated 4x4s. You guys have been begging me to use right from the beginning. I finally caved. No, actually this is the line where I was intending to start using them anyways. So right now there's about 6 feet of dirt or rock or hill, however you want to think of it, from that ceiling up to the surface. Maybe getting closer to 8 now, that being said. So I've upgraded to the 4x4s, and they're about 50. This one's 52 inches long and that one's 48. It's up on a rock ledge. So now it's time to get back to digging. So I've been sitting here contemplating this project ever since I put these 2 timbers up behind me, and I've come to a conclusion about where I'm going with this project. 2 conclusions really. The first conclusion being that I need to keep this GoPro higher so you don't see as much nose hair. And the main conclusion is I'm going to start going deeper. And by deeper I mean taller. By taller I mean deeper. Let me turn this light and show you what I mean. So I think from these posts onward, I'm going to start sloping the bottom down. I'm going to keep the ceiling where it is for now, but I'm going to slope the bottom down. Try to get about 6 feet of height in the tunnel. Be a lot easier on my back, a lot easier working. It'll be a lot more fill for sure. Now that I'm confident that I can keep going into the hill, I think it's worth putting the effort in to make it a little easier to work on, and a little more usable if it's deeper. So for now, like I said, we'll dig it deeper from this point onward, and then we'll see what we can do about digging it deeper out here in the existing part of the tunnel. So I'm all set up here, ready to start pushing forward. But I'm going to take a different approach this time. All along I've been jackhammering out the harder rock in the bottom and leaving the softer rock on top until the last minute, thinking that the jackhammer of the hard rock would knock the ceiling down if I dug it out too early. But now I know a little more about the rock. I'm a little more comfortable with how the rock reacts to everything, even the softer rock. And I'm comfortable with digging out the top area first, at least most of the top. That should make jackhammering and everything a lot easier. Obviously jackhammering downward is a lot easier than trying to go straight in, especially with the layered rock. So here we go. Oh, that is warm. But those last couple shots with the blaster in the last video really broke this rock up a lot more than I was picturing. So it's working out really nice. This little jackhammer is breaking out the chunks, making good time. Check it out. So got that big hole cleaned out. I think I might clean this rock up here a little bit. Drill a hole up in the top of it, set off a charge, see if I can knock this whole chunk down. Worth a try. Can't find my bit. Must be up in the cabin. Now another trip up that hill. Oh well. I feel good about it here. I put in 2 charges. With the blower. That's in place. Okay. Okay, the dust hasn't settled here yet, but check it out. Didn't knock it down, but it did split it all up. So split going across here, down here, up to there, around there. So that's pretty good. Happy with that. Now I've got everything set up. I'm going to do one shot right there. Just see what happens. So that one didn't seem to do anything so dramatic. But let's investigate. Actually, looks like I did. Do see some big fragments right there. So maybe we did accomplish something. See if we can knock this down with the jackhammer. Oh, my knees. Forgot my mask. I'm going to switch over to Big Bertha here for a little bit. See if I can get some of this broke up. It's all cracked up, but it's not moving. Need a little bit extra weight. My head's on fire. So yeah, that's it for me for one day. Got so much muck in here now I can barely move. There's a pile of it. All this stuff. All those big rocks. It's probably, I don't know, close to pushing 2 cubic yards here, rock probably. Oh, I'll take it all out in the morning and break off a little more. There's so much in here that I'm getting really cramped. I'm bent over pretty tight trying to run that jackhammer. It's hard on the old body. I'm not a young man anymore. But anyways, we're making pretty good time. That rock is pretty hard right there, that being said, but we'll win. So the tunnel inspector just showed up. Good girl. You're the bestest girl, aren't you? You want to go up to the cabin? Well, go on. I'm coming. You're a silly girl. You're a silly girl. Ready? You're crazy. There is not a sound outside here right now. Except for Hazel running around. Six o'clock in the morning. What are you doing? It's too early to be doing that. Man, that is cold out here this morning. I think it's minus 22. There is not a sound. Except for the odd tree cracking from the cold. But our generator cut out earlier than normal. I'm hoping it just sucked up more gas because we had the battery charger on longer last night. During the daytime we run off the battery, then we charge it at night. So I'm just going to gas it up and make sure everything's okay. So I like to have the generator running in the mornings when I'm making breakfast, boiling the kettle and using the toaster. In theory, we can run it off the battery, but it draws the battery down quite a bit. And being Sunday, we don't have time to fully recharge the battery before we leave. So I like to keep its usage to a minimal. But let's get inside, get warm. This is all we have to do to switch from the battery back to the generator. So this is what Kylie's been working on while I've been tunneling. You can really see the steam rolling out of there this morning. I left the door closed tight last night, let it warm up in there so the muck pile wouldn't freeze. Be interesting to know what the actual temperature is in there. It feels quite warm when you open the door and it hits you in the face. But that being said, it's minus 20 out here, so anything feels warm. So there's actually quite a pile of big rocks right there. But my plan is just to throw them back over this pile of sandy dirt from yesterday and keep jackhammering today. I'm not really in the mood to go up there and deal with the cold with that winch. So you just move all the stuff back, dig a little bit more. Then next weekend hopefully be a little more pleasant outside. Then we can do some outside work. Okay, so that's the bulk of it moved back. You can see the jackhammer's down in a bit of a hole there. A lot of steam in here this morning. The air's a little thick. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go rev up the generator. Then I'm going to start breaking that down with the big hammer there. Some of the easier to get to pieces. If I get enough big chunks of rock, I'll throw them back over the pile. Then start with a little jackhammer up near the top. Seems to be the best approach. So it's actually going quite well with this big jackhammer. It's breaking that stuff up pretty good. But it's just so tight in here with all this muck sitting behind me. It doesn't give me enough room to unfold the old legs. It's a little cramped in here, and the best of times I'm 6'2" and 220-ish, we'll say for now. Not accounting for Christmas. And so it gets a little tight. But we're getting there. Oh dear. So that big rock is not moving anywhere with the jackhammer. So I'm going to switch to the little hammer, clean up around it, and drill another hole and try breaking it with the blaster. Hopefully that works. I need a break from that big hammer anyways. That's what she said. Just getting set up to blast here. You can tell I've got an awful mess in here. It's almost 2 feet of rubble the whole way. So it gives me about 3 feet of headroom to climb through there. Not a fan. But I would like to get this big rock cleaned up before we go. So that's my goal. So I think we're going to put 3 full charges in this first hole. All or nothing. Seat them down here with the blower. Just gonna run this out to the pump. Oh, this is a tight squeeze. Fire in the hole! Fire in the hole! Hell yeah. Now that's what we wanted to happen. Yeah, check that out. That is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Hard to get scale here. There's my fingers. That's a big old crack. Nice. So I am going to go ahead and try blowing this second hole. I'm just going to put 2 charges in it. And to be honest with you, I don't have high expectations. So I got the sneaking suspicion that that crack goes right through along underneath the backside of that hole. Probably going to let the gas escape and not crack the rock, but we'll try it anyways. I've already cleaned the hole out. Just gonna put 2 charges in. Okay, blow this thing. Fire in the hole. Oh yeah, did break it up again. Split it all down through here. Here. Nice. It's quite the reflection off the top of my bald head. Better cover that up. Put on some earmuffs. Okay. So, now what? Uh-oh. Got stuck with the end of the ceiling. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh yeah. You know what? This rock's been fighting me. It's broke away, but it seems to be wedged into the side there. Can't get it out. Now I've got that bit jammed in there, never to come out again. So I've drilled, set up another blast. So I just got to blow it. Hopefully it'll crack it away right there. I've drilled some other holes along that edge where I want it to break. Hoping that'll work. I'm running out of steam. Get this rock down. I think that's going to be it for the day. Fire in the hole. Oh yeah. Nice big crack up through there. Hopefully now it'll come loose. There we go. Of course, now my earmuffs are outside. Oh, it never ends. Right back. Man, I don't know. Oh. So I've got nothing left in me. This rock has taken the fight out of me. Dirty screen. So this big chunk of, I think it's granite, it's beating me for today. I've got no energy left in me. It's soon time to head home anyways. So I think I'm going to quit while I'm ahead before I start ramming too much and pull a muscle or something. I'm sure when I come back I can tackle it when I'm fresh, get it in a few minutes, but right now I'm whooped and it is not budging. I don't know why. You can see it's cracked up this right hand side. It's cracked all the way across the top. And it's hollow up underneath. You whack on it with a hammer, you can tell it's broke away. It twitches a little bit, but yet it's jammed in there solid. Can't figure it out. Oh well. But I hope there isn't too much of this rock. So if it is, it's all going to be blasted and that's going to get expensive. But down below it is all soft stuff again, so who knows? It's all random rock here. Don't understand it. Wish I knew a little more about what's going on here. We'll learn as we go. It's been a really productive weekend. We got a lot of stuff down here in the tunnel. It's gonna be quite the mess to clean up next trip up. But that's it for today. I'm whooped, so I'm gonna pack it in, head home. Once again, guys, thanks for watching. Take care.